It is Stars Without Number, White Wolf Pyre, Session 24, the finale. Time for the recap.
Oh, we did everything.
Literally.
Apparently, our teleportation thing went a little sideways, and we were seemingly captured by the enemies and locked in some stasis devices or time traveling, brain scrambling machines of some kind, and we experienced bits and pieces of every event we've ever done together, or at least it felt like it.
Yep. We all agree, yep.
Every time we thought we were going to find a way out, the scene would change and we'd be somewhere else going, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Demanding cabs from Mel, trying to do everything to leave, and then we popped out the other side. It was like, oh, now you're with the item, so we blew up the item with demo packs as usual. And then we went outside, and it's like, oh, all the robots are standing on the road.
Well, not all of them. Several of them fell out of the sky. Some of the higher quality ones seem to be functioning without the central brain.
Yeah.
And I believe after we finally got free and blew up the brain, we were walking down the street toward the building that we assume Niles is in, and we cut to the end there. I can't remember what exactly it was that happened for the life of me.
Nothing happened. Then everything changed.
Yeah, you one by one went out to the surface of Sky City, seeing some of the buildings have been damaged and there were localized fires, and many of the small drones had fallen out of the sky. So the road is littered with all these little tiny drones. You do see those winged Gilsos Syrinx machines ahead of you in the street, and Corvald has Sophia tugging at his arm, hoping for the gratuitous sex scene, because that's when he told her it would probably happen.
Oh, that's right. That's what.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corval also met. We also met Blanche, who is the avatar of water, and Sophia is the avatar of earth.
She's about to get Corvald very, very dirty.
Yeah, things are going to get dirty, and it's going to get rocky afterwards.
That's how it ends, with Corvald surrounded by beautiful women on his deathbed.
One way or another, there's a harem.
One way or another, it's a harem anime.
Wait a second. This is sounding familiar. Jumping in another game.
And another game, and this happens every time, doesn't it? Maybe the real Corvald is the Corvalds we made along the way.
All right, so we begin there.
Okay, everyone, don't worry. This will go fine. We're just walking into the throes of a bunch of robots towards that building over there.
Ah, Sophia, you turned up at all the right times, I see.
Of course I did. As she grabbing your hand, and there's like, you can feel like it's gritty because there's dirt on it.
Well, you know what they say about performance. We have to do the final show first, and I wouldn't want to get all my jitters out right away.
You don't want to
go.
You don't want to get down and dirty now?
We need to stop Niles first. But I'd be happy to afterwards.
Well, I'm going to hold you to your word.
You got it. And he gives her a deep hug.
A passionate hug.
And he kisses her on the cheek.
Oh, okay.
Good.
We have to take it one base at a time. We're still at home plate.
She's like, I was at least hoping for second before you left, but
Oh, you're already at home plate. You know her name.
give me a mental save.
Can you resist her? It's a 3, so that's a fail.
Can you resist those childbearing hips?
Yeah, she looks a bit disappointed. And she's like, well, I guess I'll have to wait. Just better not cut my scene out. I better not find out that, other things have happened before we get to I want to be the first.
Wait, what?
The first. Corval's eyebrows raise.
She just sort of vanishes and leaves a pile of dirt in the room.
Darling, I've been doing this for 80 years. You're far from the first.
So you see this yellowish building ahead of you, probably like 3 kilometers away. It stands out against all like the silver and metal buildings along this path, along this straight road. And there's nothing flying in the air except you can see your ship, and it's kind of flies by, and you catch a glimpse of it every so often as it's going behind the buildings, and you can see that it's smoking, and it looks like there's probably these flying Gilsocerix robots attached to it. And also there's a slight tilt to Sky City. You felt that right before you came up here.
I'd.
What?
Why does everything I fly explode?
I don't know. I've been wondering the same thing for a while.
I have no idea. Oh, should we head towards that building over there?
Tell those robots we got an appointment. Maybe they'll leave us alone.
That's the plan if they ask us anything. Let's go. Just gonna walk on down. We have an appointment. I mean, come on, he said he wants to see us.
Or at least that we're expected.
Okay.
I assume
So-
that we are.
So you're walking around all of these drones that have fallen and broken onto the ground. These random metal parts everywhere. And these 5 Gilsocerix droids come out with their large frames and their wings, and they begin to block the road.
If you excuse us, we have an appointment with Nils. Shoo shoo.
You are not allowed to pass.
I'll have you know I am considered a VIP of his. We're expected.
Why aren't we allowed to pass?
Now, Corvo, don't talk with the hired help.
Oh. And he looks, how much you going for nowadays?
They look confused.
Now, excuse us. We'll try to walk it right past.
Yeah, they have formed a solid wall in a chevron formation to deny you any access. And out of the sky, like from around where the buildings, somebody comes flying down in a jetpack. You hear it and lands onto the ground. And they got a helmet on with some boots, and he points like this staff, and it flickers he's like, attack them, and he points the staff and it flickers with light. Everybody make a
That's a 13, so I pass whatever it is.
okay, you pass.
Mine's a fail no matter what.
It's a physical save.
Hey, I made it.
So this
19.
light is just flickers, and you are blinded. Give me a D6 roll.
Uh-oh.
5.
Okay, so it's only for 5 hours. You should be fine. We will roll initiative.
That's covering fire. And man in the back.
That's a 9.
No, Lilith.
here in chat.
I got an 8.
Bringing up the rear with a 3.
I like it when Corval brings up the rear.
Oh yeah.
And May, you're up first.
Yeah, that guy used a staff of some kind to do some weird stuff.
Yep.
I'd like to shoot the staff. What type of minuses
Okay.
do I
I
get?
mean,
when I
they're
shoot
just
the
doing
staff?
what's told. They're just doing what they're told. Okay, go ahead.
What type? Do I get any minuses trying to hit it?
Would they matter?
They might.
Probably, I would say a -4.
-4. Oh, I could go. Let me check something. Yeah. Well, with a roll like that, I'm just going to have my warrior effect auto succeed in shooting the staff.
So, as I said, would it matter?
It might have,
Nice.
but I decided I didn't want it to. That is 17 points of damage to the staff. 'Cause I don't like the staff.
Well,
It made
yeah,
I
you, you shoot it and and you just like blast a bunch of holes. You see it just kind of fall apart and shatter onto the ground, and it's like sparking with energy. The guy kind
you
of just
happy now?
steps back. He's like, "Uh-oh."
I broke your toy. Now behave.
Next person would be Ide.
It's blind.
That's never stopped him before.
I guess I'll attempt to fire in the general direction of where I just heard that guy talking from.
I trust
Well-
in the demo packs.
Okay, well, you've got those robots in the chevron
Everywhere.
formation, and there are 5 of them. And in theory, they were standing right in front of you.
Oh, that's a valid point. Those would be much easier to shoot at while blinded.
So I'll give you a -4.
Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I rolled a 5 on the dice, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be a miss no matter what.
Yeah. Is that the telekinetic gun?
Yeah.
Yeah. You fire it. As Ide is firing blindly, literally. The guy in the jetpack kind of steps back as he sees the staff be destroyed, and it's like sparking, and there's like it looks like a some sort of firework on the ground, and he just turns and flies into the air with his jetpack, and he goes around one of the buildings. Corvald.
Corvald is going to pull out the Gladius
Uh-oh.
and take a swipe at one of the robot in the edge of the flank, the edge of the chevron formation. That's a 16.
You swing, and he kind of puts up his arm, and it kind of just he doesn't take the full brunt of it. He just kind of hits it so it grazes off of it.
Corvald's going to teleport back. He teleported there and then teleport back to where he was. You know,
Okay.
presumably also, is there some cover that he could duck behind?
Yeah, you get behind some of the larger drones that have fallen to the ground, so you get a little bit of a little bit of cover. That one does not take
Yeah,
time
Corvald would do that.
to what you have done, and he will shoot at you at a negative. So he shoots like this bolt of energy, and you can hear it impact the drones, like the piles of electronics and metal, and you can feel it. You hit it. You can feel it hit at the pieces, and they're taking all the impact. Well, there's one right in front of. Okay, that's always good. It's always good. Always good. I'm glad I'm helping you guys out with a natural 1. It's good to know.
Oh,
Nothing like trying to. I guess that's what his fate was, since he was trying to hit Ide, and Ide's blind. So
I'm that guy from the Star Wars movie. I'm just out here blind going, I am one with the Force. I am one with the Force.
yeah.
yeah, Rogue One. It's a great scene.
somehow fires and misses Ide completely. And May. Okay, that's
we're
2.
in trouble.
And that's an 8. That one misses. These guys are very ineffective.
They're scared. They've seen fear, and May scared them by shooting the staff.
The next one, 17. Does that hit?
Does that hit Anne May? No, that does not.
And a 4, a 14.
Combat.
So they just turn and fire like these bolts of energy, missing pretty much all of you guys.
I like to imagine it's kind of like Pulp Fiction, where they're firing all these bolts and we just.
Yeah. Maybe destroying the central node, the brain there, has probably thrown them off. And May, you're up.
Yes.
Stormtroopers in disguise.
Yeah.
How far away? How far away are they from us?
You guys are like in melee combat because you went right up there and started chatting with them.
That's true. Melee combat. That is not a good place to be. Well then. Using Anme's incredible melee ability or lack thereof. And these are the robots, correct? That took
Yeah,
a
with the
crap ton of
wings.
damage?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Is there anything around us in the area here?
There's piles of like drones. You can see Corvald has teleported back and he's like hiding behind a pile of broken drones.
Okay. There doesn't happen to be a pickup truck or something nearby.
No.
Didn't think so. Well then, I'm going to get an attack of opportunity if I move backwards anyway. So screw it. I'm going to move back 10 meters. And then I'm going to proceed to yeet a demo charge as about 20 meters behind the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
Doing it. I'm gonna throw a demo charge right behind him. What do I need to roll for that? Throw?
Yeah, give me a
Or
throw.
that?
Give me a yeah. Yeah, there's no throw, it's exert.
Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11 total for exert.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay, I was trying to be diplomatic, but no.
Not prepared for this. You brought as many demo packs as you could carry.
I carried more. Well, that's not awful. 24, 25, 26. 26 total damage in a 20-meter radius, so as many as it can hit.
Okay. So the throw is just off like to your right. So not exactly. You catch 2 of them.
Okay.
And the explosion and blast them. And they just get completely caught off guard. They're hit and hit the ground, and you can see the smoke and the metal being twisted and broken. And they're just laying in 2 piles.
Hey, didn't these things used to heal?
Yes, they do heal. Yes.
Oh dear.
Corvald's gonna be like peering at it from over the over the robot carapace, seeing if it like knits itself together again.
So Dustin, give me a D8 roll.
4.
Ide, you're up. You've seen this happen. No, you
Well-
haven't. Ha ha.
I
heard
probably
it.
heard and felt the
Yeah.
explosion.
Yes.
Ide's gonna start backing away slowly, yelling, danger close, and just start firing in front of him.
Okay.
So,
Do you
No,
even
just-
know which way is backing away?
well,
I hope so.
I would have felt the shockwave of the explosion. So I
Yeah,
would think
the
I would
heat.
know to back away from that.
Yeah.
Oh, oh wow, that's another shit roll, and the penalty pretty much cancels out my modifier. So that's an 8 to hit one of these guys.
You hit a broken drone in the street about a 1K away.
Yeah, that sounded like it felt good as I turns and starts running back the other way.
You hear a kilometer away. Oh!
Corvald.
Corvald's going to teleport from behind the wreckage and swipe at the one attacking Enme. Will he hit Dab? No, he will not with a 9. A 16 didn't hit, and a 9 definitely won't.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to use one of my charges
Okay.
to re-roll a miss. And I get a +2 on this one. I was hoping to save this, but yeah, a 10 still is not gonna, 10 with the bonus is still not gonna work, so.
Throwing off
Yeah,
his mojo.
he hits twice. You know, he's starting to think maybe he should have done the deed with Sophia before. Maybe it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Distracted thinking about what could have been.
How many robots are there still?
And he'll teleport back behind the place he was at, unless it's been so battered, then he would try to find another one.
No, you can't. You manage to. Yeah, you can get back there.
Doesn't even need to teleport. It does bad mana teleports.
So you got. Well, I wouldn't notice, but Anne May, you notice that the two you blasted, you can see. Looks like their forms are starting to repair itself. They're still on the ground, but you can see like where the wires and everything were sticking out, like it's where its arm and wing was, is like reforming. The one in front of you will take a shot.
Getting real tired of your shit.
And they miss both times. One was going to go after Ide. Let's see, 16, does that hit Ide?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Oh, thank God.
15
Oh, they're
won't,
not
so
legally
fires
allowed.
twice at the blind man.
Telekinetic armor, it's awesome.
Like he'll never see this coming.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shooting going on, but nobody's hitting anything. Corvald, you hear like energy bursts go past you. Jason, give me a D8 roll.
An 8. Why's that dice roll well and the other one sucks?
And May, you're up.
Yes. How many robots are still in front of us?
There are 3 standing and 2 that are repairing themselves.
Oh joy. I'd backed up, thankfully.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I hate to be repetitive, but I'm gonna have a choice in the matter. Grab another demo pack and just using it at the 3 that are still standing as best I can.
Okay.
Yeah, Lord. Well, that's 13 to hit this time.
Okay.
Yep, trying to get all 3 of them if I can. And let's go for 7, 7, and 6, which is
20.
20, and then with the modifier, 22. And you will then go ahead and use the power of Flaming Rose on the demo pack.
Extra fire, fiery explosion.
I don't even know how that would work. Extra 1 fire, boom. Have a bone to pick with whoever made these nano machines and their repairing capability.
All right, you blast them pretty good too. Like ripped apart. You can see holes in them and all the wires and internals coming out. The other one seemed to move out of the way, like actually knew what was coming. Maybe learned from the last time. Did take some damage. It's like part of its robotic hand was blown off. Ide. There's another. You feel some more heat in the shockwave.
Yeah, as I hear and feel that, I'm gonna turn around and yeah, cover and fire, and just blast in that general direction, hoping to hit something. Oh, let's see, 18 well, no, the cancels out, so 18. I think that's right. I might even have more modifier. This sheet's a mess.
Roll damage.
All right. That's going to be 11, and then I'll do the rose fire just in case I hit something, and that's going to be another 1 fire damage. So 12 total.
So you see I just fire and actually hit one of the
Just-
badly damaged ones. And the fire just kind of shoots through it and it falls to the ground. Corval.
How many of them are still standing?
There are 2 that are still standing. 3 down.
I will hit one of the ones. I will hit the one of the ones, the one that's closest to me.
All right.
I can't land a hit tonight, man. It's a 9. Man, these rolls are terrible.
You got hustle points.
Yeah, but like, I also kind of want to save things for Niles
And it makes sure.
and Sophia, like what if I miss a roll there?
Yeah, you might
some
need your
hustle for that, huh?
I might need my hustle point for Sophia, or Blanche,
Need your hustle point to make physical saves with Sophia.
2 are up. Let's see. These. Yeah. What? Okay. There's 1. All right. 1 at attacking and another natural 1. And another natural 1. Okay. That dice is gone.
Those guys are. They're shook.
I'm afraid to start rolling well, because like that means that you might start rolling well. So
Okay.
With every failure, our strength grows.
So it goes to fire at you, Anne May. Like it just shoots out like some kind of energy pulse out of its arm. But when it does that, you can hear like the metal, or whatever, like moving and snapping, like it somehow like is stuck in like this position. New 20 sider. Here we go.
You're not very good at this, are you? Do you need some help? Emotional assistance? No, I believe that you can do well if you tried.
Let's see. There's one that's going to attack Corval. That's better. 14.
does not hit.
Okay. Are you taking cover?
Yes, but even if I wasn't, that wouldn't hit.
Okay. And okay, so he fires and some more damage to the drones. So we have, so the 2 that you blasted with the demo packs first stand completely up and almost look prepared, and they go to attack you.
Do you mind just dying for once in your lives?
19.
That does it.
7 damage.
7
unless
damage.
unless you use the rose fire
Yep.
to negate some of that damage.
We're gonna have to burn it up here. The power of rose compels you. With a 3, reducing it to 4 damage.
And you have what's your back suit rating?
I'm not wearing a vac suit. I'm wearing combat armor.
Okay. And another natural 1. Good lord. That's the 4th one.
Oh man.
We're going to have to discuss your dice, Peter.
Yeah.
Same
goes to
same dice,
No.
dice or different dice?
different dice. So that's the 4th natural 1 I roll.
He said
Wow.
all his nat ones for the finale.
Yes, I have. That's a fail.
I'm
Not a
dying.
natural
I'm
one.
dying like I was born.
So the new ones, the 2 that have been repaired, get up and try to fire at you. One just like sounds like it's misfired. Maybe not, it's not fully repaired yet. The other one that was laying on the ground, you can see it stitching itself back together. Like pieces of it are becoming are healing. Josh, roll the D8.
D8, you say? I've heard of those.
We
6.
might need to cut off the head.
And May, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. Yeah. So there's 4 on the. There were 4 on the ground. Now there's how many on the ground still?
There's 1 on the ground and 4 standing.
4 standing. Christ. There's no cars around, so we can't just blow past these bastards. Okay, yep. Demo pack away. Yeah, the 4 that are standing. I have no choice here. I'm backing up another 10 meters and tossing a demo pack right in the middle of them. 5 and 4 is 9, 10, 11. 12 to hit with the demo pack. My gun's worthless against these things. 21 points of explosive damage and rose fire for another 2.
Okay.
This entire plot is just to make me waste demo packs. Running low.
All right, you said 22 and what? How much fire?
2.
So you throw the demo pack this time, and it's not precisely where you wanted to get it, but you do catch 4 of them. One on the very end gets one on the very end doesn't take any damage. The other one on the other end of the chevron kind of moves out of the way, but they are all caught. They explode. And when they hit the ground, you can see the fire, just a quick flash of fire go over them.
Mhm.
And 4 are down.
Do you mind staying that way? That'd be most appreciative.
You're up.
Oh, you're shooting
Cut off their head.
into the general vicinity of that shockwave and probably shouting some nonsense about how they have no chance. Just surrender, robots. And yeah, that's an 11. So
Okay.
probably
It's not even pointing in the general direction where they are. He fires.
What
just
are you doing?
surrender.
Corvald, you're up.
Orvald's going to try to he's going to teleport to one of the downed ones and try to cut off its head.
Joke's on you, he's into that shit.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
You don't even need to make an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Or would you like to make an attack roll?
No.
You can make a notice roll.
Remember, they self-destruct.
11.
So you teleport to one of them that's down. You go to hack off its head, or maybe mid-hack or whatever, and realize that it's got damage and it's been covered, like blackened by fire, and it is not active. It's not like the other ones that you saw that were down, like you could see them repairing themselves. This one, they're like husks. And you
All of
cut
them?
off the one that you're looking at, you cut off its head. And you just hack it off, and it takes a couple rolls, and you can see that it's all burned out.
Well, if it's within the scope of the turn, I think Corval would at least do a quick check of the others and maybe not lop off their heads, but at least point out whether or not they're alive.
You look at the others that are on the ground, and they look the same. They look like husks, burned husks.
That did it, then, mate. They ain't coming back from there.
All of them or just a few of them?
All the ones that are down.
Well, I can't argue with success.
And everybody make an evasion roll.
I'd rather not. Yes, I'm going to hustle point that. Nat 1. 14 does pass.
I failed with a 12.
So the remaining one who is standing kind of looks around slowly and sees that he is outnumbered and moves as close as he can towards the center of the group. And you see a red light come on in his chest, and he ignites and explodes. If you failed, you take 9 damage. If you succeeded, you take 4.
Rose fire to reduce it?
Yes, you can use rose fire to reduce the damage.
There's the only-
I am going to do that.
If you have not used it, well, if you haven't used it this turn. So you used it at the beginning of the turn.
Oh well. I'll be okay.
How much damage if we failed? You said 9?
Yep.
Okay, so I reduced that to 8, but I only had 5 hit points left, so I'd pass.
Oh, good heavens, that explosion could have been. Oh my god, I'd.
You do have a hustle point if you wish to re-roll.
Reroll what? The save or the fire?
I'll let you can pick which one if you or you want to roll with what you got.
No, I think I'll just roll with what I got and save the hustle point.
Actually, I'm wearing a vac suit and I reduced it to 2, and I have a DR2, so that actually absorbs it.
Yep.
So then I don't. It doesn't. If it absorbs it completely, does it take out the? Does it's only if it exceeds.
Yeah, it would
the
need to
value
do
that-
3 damage in order for
Okay.
it to.
Cool. So Corval remains unscathed by that blast of fire, surprisingly, because he fought fire with fire.
That is true.
Okay, so massive explode and May, you're up. This explosion just rocks the street and knocks pretty much all of you back. Some of you have taken damage, and you noticed Ide is blind and down.
Are there any robots still up?
No, there are pieces, parts of them scattered everywhere.
I'm gonna run up to Ide, and I want to slap a Lazarus patch on him.
Okay.
I believe that's medicine of something.
Medicine of something.
I'm gonna remember. We haven't used a Lazarus patch yet.
Which is surprising for the entire campaign. We haven't used on the Lazarus.
No one's really gone down. DC 6 int heal. It's okay. And May is great with intelligence healing, everyone.
Nice. That's a low DC.
Yes, but I have -1 intelligence.
Well,
Well,
explains so much.
I have 6 intelligence. I rolled an 8, and it's -1 for the intelligence and -1 for the no. It's 6.
So you just make it.
So what is that stabilizes him?
Yep, he's stabilized.
A critically injured target who has been stabilized regains 1 hit point after 10 minutes of recovery. So you're unconscious for 10 minutes, and then you get 1 hit point.
How much do you weigh?
That is a question I have never pondered. I would imagine that Ide's a pretty scrawny fella based on his stat block, so probably 130 pounds.
Okay.
And I mean,
Being that I'm
all
not
of his-
anywhere near strong enough, I'm just going to grab him by the collar and drag him along with us of his vac suit.
yeah, joke's on you, I didn't have a vac suit on.
Oh no.
No.
I'm gonna,
Ide's got on like common clothes and was maintaining a pressure field and a telekinetic arsenal.
I'm gonna jerk him off, grab him by the stiff dick, and pull him that way. Carrying handle here. No, oh yeah, that is true. Well, you do have illegal narcotics on your person.
Okay, so right now you have when you're conscious, you have -2 to everything.
-2 to everything. Oh dear.
And you're
Story of
blind.
his life, right?
I
No, yeah, a few hours still.
thought we were playing a game. Why does it have to be like real life?
Oh, you're right. You do have 2 doses of lift. I'll grab one of those and just slam it right into your upper thigh with the needle. Live! And that does a D8 in hit points you get back.
I've had 2 shots of lift since Lord knows how long.
Yep, they need to be stabilized. You're stabilized. Each application has 1 system strain.
Oh goody. That puts me up to 2, whatever that does to me.
Yep.
Now I gotta go find where to put that on the stats.
This is how we kill you.
Ah, here we are. Up to 2 system strain now.
Perfect. Take your 2 HP.
Give me another physical save.
Oh dear. That's a pass at a 17.
You're no longer blinded.
Oh wow, the lift fixed it.
Yep.
The lift fixes everything.
Thank God it wasn't hand-laced cocaine.
Well, that stuff, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dustin, give me a D8 roll.
It's a 6.
The Gilso-Syrinx droids have been destroyed. And there's like a blast crater in the middle of the street. And
3 of them.
Ide has been successfully saved from death. And you're about 2 kilometers from this yellowish looking building.
Oh, crap.
We need to pull him to safety.
Can you walk?
Are there any of the Gilso ECM corpses like remotely intact, or are they pretty much destroyed? Or the Gilso Syrinx, I'm sorry, the robots.
Give me a D6 roll.
Or even one of the drones would work for what I've got in mind. That's a 2.
One of them looks to be in pretty good shape.
Ide's gonna pick it up with his telekinesis and float it over and sit on it and just start like following Anime around on it.
If I had $1 for every time he did that, I'd be broke.
Who needs walking Corvald?
Yeah,
I
so
don't
yeah,
know, that's for sure.
yeah, it's most of it. Its legs are blown off, so you're like sitting, and it has no head. So it's the one Corval cut its head off. So you're sitting on top of it. It's just a torso with the arms and no legs, and you're sitting on top of it, floating.
Yeah, the arms are basically just dragging the ground. That's how low down I'm hovering.
Yeah. All right.
What happened?
You exploded.
I didn't know I could do that.
You got caught in the range. They got caught in the range of the detonation. Fact that Anime threw at the robots.
I kept running away every time I felt the explosions, but I guess I should have ran more.
Well, the robot exploded.
Apparently he's got more explosives in him than your det packs.
Unfortunately, I'll have to deal with that issue soon enough.
Hey, this
I just
one's still partially intact. Maybe we can trick it into exploding and throw it at the door.
Yeah, let's get to the door. This is why I like being in ships and cars. I live longer.
Oh, you look fine.
It shows blood.
can you heal yourself?
That'd be nice.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I think you might have to. You look kind of weak on your feet.
I suppose I could try it, and Ide's gonna place his hands on himself and attempt to use the psychic sucker again. Let me look and see what the hell happens.
How many non-existent organs do you still have in your body? Asking for a
How much
friend.
system strain do you have?
I'm up to 2 right now. This will push me up to 3.
What's your total?
Okay, my con's a 10. I have a plus 0. So is it?
Yeah,
10?
so it's 10.
10.
Yeah, so you got plenty.
There
Okay.
you go. You'll be fine, maybe.
Somehow I've made it through the last campaign without ever having to deal with system strain. All right, so 1 shot of lift and 1 psychic sucker put me right back to where I was before that explosion like to kill me.
Perfect. Head towards the door.
Oh, and my stat sheet had calculated the total system strain.
Nice.
All right. You see your ship again circling the Sky City. There's some smoke streams coming off of it.
They're doing their best, I think.
You're looking better.
Oh yeah, just a quick bath to get some of this blood off of me, and I'll be right as rain.
I don't know if there's any path between here and that building, but if we run into one, we
Oh
can
no,
stop
but
and take a.
no, but if we're going back in there, I better. You see, I'd kind of hold his arms out in front of him like he's got his gun, and you probably don't see anything. He likes to keep it invisible, but I'll resummon my telekinetic arsenal and get my armor back on and shit.
All right.
Put it on slowly.
Pretty sure it just appears out of thin air, but it is just an on-turn action and it happens.
No, if it's like the Escape from LA scene where he puts his clothing on with the music in the background.
All right. So Jason and Josh, Jason, give me a D8 roll.
Don't do it, Jason. Don't do it.
Hey, my green D8 has been behaving tonight. We'll be fine. It's a 2.
You were saying?
Josh, give me a D8 roll.
You don't want me to do that, Peter. It's a 6.
Dustin, D8 roll.
Don't do it.
A 2.
Now he's adding all this together to see how many robots attack us. And somebody rolled high.
All right. So you travel the next 2K walking through the drones and past these metal buildings, which are some are taller, some are, their proportions, they're not exactly the same, a little bit different, but they all have the same kind of square geometric shape, just some tall, some wide. And you come up to this building, it looks like it's full of some kind of yellow amniotic fluid. And there's no door or anything. It just looks like this really tall building.
Like when you say it's full of amniotic fluid, do you mean like the walls are full of it, or like peering in through the windows, you see like it's almost like an aquarium, but with
Yeah, kind of like an
fluid.
aquarium. Yeah, like a solid square. Think of like a skyscraper, but you can see through it, and it's just full of water. That's what it kind of looks like.
Knock, knock. Where are you, little Nils?
Corval's gonna touch it and see if his hand will pass through.
Remember the last time Corval touched something?
Give me a mental save.
That's a fail.
Corval touches the and you see his hand go in, and he goes, whoosh, and he's gone.
Did you see that?
Yeah. What'd you give me again?
I don't think it's the lift. I haven't tried any yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Corval does that disappearing thing all the time, though. He probably went to pee.
I don't think he likes getting sucked into a yellow building to pee.
I mean, I don't know if he got sucked into a yellow building or if he just like looked in the window and went in. He does that. Remember the time he went in the porta john and then came out of the control room in the
Well, let's see. I'm going to get on comms. Corval, can you hear me?
Corval, you are now on an asteroid, and as you realize that this is the episode of Space Survivor Man where he was on an asteroid that was close to the black hole that had newly formed near in the Zeal system. And for some reason, this is the last episode of Space Survivor Man because he got sucked into the black hole. And this was moments before that happened. And you hear something on your comms, but it's a scrambled mess. You can't make out anything.
Oh, I remember this. This was the season finale. Well, does Corval know how Space Survivor Man got sucked into the black hole?
Yeah, the asteroid got too close and sucked it right in, and he vanished.
All right, Corval's gonna like look around. I need to see if there's a way to get off this asteroid. I was just in Jerusalem, so this probably isn't real, but never can be too sure now these days with all these mind tricks. So Corval's gonna look around and scavenge for a bit to see if he can find any ship parts or like down ships.
Yeah, there's like floating debris that you can see is like circling, this giant asteroid. It's all floating in space. And there's like there's like a makeshift like tent that had been set up here. And some other items that are on the asteroid for like a camping site.
Well, Corval's like talking to himself as people tend to do in the wild. Well, I can either meet my end through the black hole, just as Space Survivor Man did, or I can push myself off into space and hope that I get picked up within 3 days before I die. Eventually, I won't be able to drink my own piss anymore. That'll dry up. Not like that other hack.
You guys hear this entire conversation on your comms.
Well, you said there's glass in front of us?
Yeah, it looks kind of like glass. Yeah.
Well, then my solution to everything seems to be blow it up, so I'm going to shoot it above where Corvold will be. I'm going to shoot like boom, 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 right to the glass.
Yeah, me too. Covering fire.
Why are you covering? Oh, Jesus.
Just right over his shoulder. Thunk.
Okay. Give me a mental save.
Mental save. Okay. The power of Rose compels me. 15, that passes.
You fire at it and the rounds just seem to be absorbed into it.
I hate my life.
Give me a mental save.
Oh dear.
No, there are no deers here.
Oh look, another 5. That dice is going in jail.
So Ide takes his telekinetic weapon and fires, and when he fires, it looks like glass shatters. And the fluid comes out and hits him, and he vanishes.
Do I see him vanish?
Yes, he's gone. Uh-oh.
She's not having a good day.
Anme's about to have another one of those moments.
He's gonna murder something.
It's gonna be like the time in the captain's cabin all over again. Just bloody knuckles and dented walls.
Ide, can you hear me?
You have like a radio, and it's just like you're walking through like an old castle. It's dark and there's like water dripping, but the water looks like that yellow amniotic fluid is just dripping on the ground. And somebody who's ahead of you turns and says, "Hey, I think we found it. Give me a physical save."
All right, new dice, do better than the last one. Okay, 17. That's a pass. Thank you, new dice.
So you see this person ahead of you, and they're in like some kind of uniform, and they've got a radio, and you recognize that they're you work with them, and they scream out in pain, and when they turn around and show you their back, it looks like they have some kind of spiny thing attached to it. And now you realize that this is the spine of Saracen, which is one of the artifacts that the people in Warehouse 13 searched for. And it now is attached to their back, and there's electricity shooting through their body.
Oh, crap. We're going to have to neutralize that thing. Hold still.
and they look at you, and you can see that their eyes are sparking. They don't look very happy.
I'd's gonna start like patting the front of his clothes to see if he has any bags or any of the vials of neutralizing serum on him.
No, you don't seem to have any of that.
Oh crap! I must have left him in my other jacket.
Give me an evasion roll.
That is a fail with an 8.
So you realize this is like your team member. You're the agent who is helping you search for this. And she turns and sticks her hand out, and a shot of electricity comes through and goes and strikes you. You take 3 damage. Oof. I always knew you were against me.
I'm trying to help you.
And May.
Yeah. Yep. Shit. They're both gone. Did I see the glass break, or did I just see him disappear?
You saw it looked like glass break and the thing came out. I mean, everything I described looked like it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
And
not
like-
obvious where it broke. Like maybe it reformed itself.
And did I hear him talking? Do I hear Ide speaking?
Yeah, whatever he just said, like, yeah, you heard that.
And I heard Corvald speaking.
Yep.
I see.
There's the black hole. Getting ever closer. Where should I go?
Well, the last time we defeated this damn thing, it's just because we went through it and got out the other side. This is not good. Yeah, looking around, I
I
don't
wish
have
Aunt May could see this.
I can, Steph Corvold, I can. Looking around, do I see a door into this place?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go in the hole.
Okay. Mental save.
Mental save. That's a nat 1.
Is that good?
And that's
I don't fucking know.
how the campaign ends.
You
We all
step
get
in.
stuck.
Yeah. You
Tentacle
step
front.
in, and you realize that you are in some kind of evening attire.
Ah, yes.
It is you are in it's a manor. There's candles lit, a velvet couch, and a fireplace. And you realize that this is the big reveal in the Tentacle of Seville when the main actress finds out that Lord Baron is actually the Tentacle of Seville.
Yep. Wanted to make an inside joke and I got fucked for it.
Glad you picked that for your favorite movie, aren't you?
I that could have been worse. Okay. Yep. Hello there, Mr. Tentacle.
And coming around out of one of the out of the study is an older man with graying hair, smoking a pipe in a smoking jacket. Oh, my dear. Good evening.
I didn't expect you to keep me waiting so long.
Oh, yeah. You know how things are these days.
Better than most.
So, what brings you here this evening?
Oh, you know. I figured that we might have a little chat.
Could I pour you a drink or two?
Certainly.
So come sit by the fire. I'll get you a drink. I know that it's a cold evening. It's been raining
Certainly has been.
the last few days.
Indeed.
Give me a notice roll.
Yes. Oh my god, 11, and then my numbers of 11.
Okay.
I have nothing to add.
So it's, yeah, you know, shaking off the you've got a coat on, you're shaking off the rain and getting near the, you know, putting it on the hanger. And as you do that, you realize there's like this tentacle that comes out and kind of helps put the coat on the hanger and then slowly caresses your ear as you go and sit by the fire.
Oh my, what big tentacles you have.
He just grins. Torvald, you're an asteroid.
Am I an asteroid or am I floating through space and time? Well, I think the only thing is to accept that the end has come. Sophia will be disappointed, but this is outside of my control. Unless Sophia wanted to fulfill the bargain now.
As he looks around, speaking a little bit louder.
Give me a talk roll.
Charisma. That's a 4.
Roll a d6.
1.
So you're standing there, and standing next to you now in a kimono holding a wine glass is Blanche.
Oh. Are you a space survivor aficionado as well?
Oh, I guess I've seen the show a few times. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a big fan. What are you doing out on this asteroid? What's going on here?
Well, we entered this building full of fluid where dinos must be, and well, then I was here. So this is either in my head, or this is an unfortunate portal. But given the day's events, I'm assuming this is in my head. What are you doing here, and how did you just show up?
Well, I mean, obviously you seemed a bit in distress, and since Sophia couldn't seem to take the time to make it here, I decided I'd maybe see what was going on, and maybe we could chat. You know.
Well, we got nothing but time as we're hurtling towards that black hole.
Oh, I can't say that's the first time I've heard that phrase used with me.
Me neither.
So, would you be willing to renegotiate? I mean, the whole Sophia sex scenes. I mean, I think I'm more of the prime candidate. I don't think she should be getting that kind of exposure.
Well, I would hate to play favors. Why can't we just include everyone?
Corval's willing to burn a hustle point to hustle this game.
See why she chose you. You are a charmer.
Well, I've lived long enough to know the ways to a woman's heart. That is the beauty of experience.
Yes, yeah, and she holds up her glass, aged like a fine wine.
And he like holds up his hand, and I don't know if he has a glass in it. he would like toast to that.
Yes, you have a glass in it now.
It's prune juice, though.
Prune juice.
Do I have your word then?
That we'll all do this together.
Word that you won't take any other proposals, that this will be it.
That will shoot the scene with everyone participating.
I mean, if that's the only way to get to you, yeah, I guess I'll have to share.
Deal.
I've seen enough Pokemon to know where this is going.
So she just kind of sits there expecting something.
Here?
Well, I said I'd wait. I just want you to, give me a little, I want your word in quotations.
Okay. Well, if you insist. And he goes in and for a firm yet tight hug.
Okay. All right.
And and he kisses her on the cheek.
She looks very disappointed and she's like, give me a mental save.
Failed.
I'd. You have your crazed associate, assistant, teammate. We'll say her name is Claudia, is chasing you in some kind of castle, and she has this thing attached to her spine.
Oh no, I've got to get the containment bag and it's in my other jacket. Maybe she's got one, but if I go after her, I'm going to get blasted. Claudia, calm down. I've got to check you for a bag.
Give me a talk roll.
Oh God.
No, I don't think I will calm down.
All right, that's a 15. Let's see how many minuses I get. Nothing off charisma and one off of talk, so 14.
She
No, never mind.
she
That's not a-
stops. She
That's not a
stops for
D20 roll. I messed that up. That's supposed to be 2d6s.
okay.
There we go. That's a 7 minus 1, so 6.
She stops for a moment. You can see the sparks kind of come out of her eyes. She doesn't look enraged as she does. She's pondering what you've asked her to do.
Yeah, that's good. Just be real calm. And I's gonna slowly walk over to her and start trying to check her jacket pockets to see if she has one of the little magical containment bags that we put artifacts in.
Yeah, you find one of those things.
All right, now we just got to get this thing off your back and into this bag, hopefully without killing you, and we should be good to go.
She looks at you. You can see the sparks start to come back in her eyes, and she's like, "What are you trying to take from me? You just want this just because I have it now."
No, Claudia, we have to get this back in the warehouse. Someone stole it and let it loose, and we have to put it away.
Some things don't need to be in the warehouse.
This does.
No, it doesn't. You're just jealous.
No, deep down, Claudia, you know this has to be put away where it belongs.
Give me an evasion roll.
That is a fail.
So she just punches you, or not really punches you, just kind of hits you with her forearm, and you go flying. Like she has like incredible strength, and you go flying into the air, and you take 3 damage as you go like 20 feet and skid across the floor.
Be careful, she hits like a girl.
Whoa, Claudia, you know Artie's not going to like it when he reads about this in the report.
There ain't going to be no report.
He's going to be, pushing them glasses up on his nose. He's going to be pissed.
Oh shit, not the nose.
And May.
Yes, as I continue smoking the cigarette,
What was this guy's name? Lord Baron or something?
Yes, Lord Baron.
Lord Baron.
Oh, look at you trying to pretend you didn't watch this 5 times.
5 times, Jesus! I thought he was paying attention to the damn thing. It's 37 at least.
So he kind of slinks over, pours you a drink as you're sitting by the fire. So what brings you here again?
Murder.
Oh, it's always about murder.
I intend to commit some very soon.
Oh. And you're telling me this, why?
Because it doesn't matter if I tell you or not. You won't be around long enough to tell anyone else.
Sounds like some kind of threat.
No, it's not a threat in the slightest. It's the truth. If you can't live with it, then I suggest you come to terms with it.
Are you sure that's something you want to do? And you see a tentacle come like out from his back and start to reach around and like slowly caress your shoulder.
Now, what save do I have to make for this?
None.
Oh, my.
unless you're trying to avoid it.
No, I'm not trying to avoid it. I've accepted my fate at this point.
Maybe I can help you with your problem.
Oh, pray tell.
Another tentacle comes out and starts stroking your hair very gently.
Yes.
This problem, I mean, I hate to see you like this. Who is the problem?
A man named Nils.
Oh. And what has he done to you?
He's taken everything from me.
Oh, it's terrible.
He's taken my ship, those I cared about. He's left me with nothing.
And a third tentacle comes out and begins to lower the lights in the room. Corvald, you wake up on a floor soaked in some kind of wet yellow fluid. It is a cold metal floor.
Oh. Does it look like I'm in a cell?
Yeah, it looks like you're in a room. There are some stairs that lead up, and there are 2 doors on either side.
Are the walls also metal?
Yes. They look solid.
Do the doors have windows in them?
No.
All right. I think Corvald's gonna open up one of the doors slowly and kind of peek in.
Door number 1 or door number 2?
The Monty Hall problem. Where's the third door? I'll pick door number 1.
Okay. You slowly begin to open the door, and it smells musty and damp. It's dark in here.
Corvald will don his low light goggles. And see how deep the room goes, and
Yeah, it looks like a long hallway made of like stonework.
I'm gonna go down this hallway.
You begin
And-
to walk down the hallway.
Yep, gladius in hand.
You hear footsteps behind you. And Claudia's like, "Oh, I see you've brought friends to take this from me." And when you turn around, you just see the light reflecting off a gladius.
Corvold,
Alright.
watch out for
Are
her.
you covered in fluid too?
I don't know, but she's got some kind of the thing in her back, and she's shooting lightning. We gotta get it off of her.
Does Corvald see what Ide's talking about?
Yeah, it opens up. You realize you're in some kind of castle almost. The inside's very dark and damp, and there's a woman in like some kind of uniform or whatever, but she's got some kind of metal spiny thing attached to her back, and she is sparking with electricity. Her eyes are sparking.
We gotta get that off her and in this little bag, or she's probably gonna kill us all and then like take over the world.
Okay.
Glad you're here, buddy.
I don't know who you are, but you're clearly under influence of something very powerful.
And you've come to take it as well?
I'm here to save you from yourself.
You're just like him. You just
Oh,
don't
for
want me to.
heaven's
You don't want me to have nice things.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'll deal with the paperwork. And I's just gonna hold up his invisible telekinetic rifle and fire it at Claudia.
Give me a roll.
That's a 13.
That hits.
Yeah, 4 damage.
You fire, it hit her, and it just kind of like dissipates. Like,
You got the rose damage.
I think I'm gonna need that. I think I'm gonna need that for the next lightning blast.
Corvald, you gonna do anything? As you see I'd shoot at her.
Corvald's gonna teleport behind her and attempt to grab whatever's sticking out of her back, this spine, and pull.
Oh,
pull.
okay.
Great. Now we get to fight a teleporting lightning monster.
Means we have to kill Corvald now, damn it.
Give me an exert roll.
Let's see. I used my hustle point already. So that's going to be a 4.
So you teleport behind her and realize that this thing is not coming off very easily. It's this massive metal spiny thing that has affixed to her, and she just whips around. Give me an evasion roll.
I made this one.
So
Success.
you take just 1 damage, as it looks like she tries to strike you, but you just kind of move out of the way enough, and the lightning kind of like it hits the gladius and seems to absorb most of the electricity, and you only take 1 damage. It's almost like a really bad static electricity.
I'm going to use my fire shield to negate that.
Okay.
Oh, there.
And
I
she
think it's
looks.
best if you take your spine off and set it on the ground.
And she just looks at Ide. She's like, "You want me to give this up?" And he's got that weapon. The hell is that?
That doesn't belong to the warehouse. We haven't cataloged that yet. Whatever
It needs to. That's coming. That should be coming. If this is going, that's going.
One thing at a time.
And May. So, what about what's this problem you need to deal with? What's this Niles done?
As I said before, he's trying to control time somehow. He's gone ahead and hurt my crew and hurt those around me. And he's threatened to, well, attempted to kill me. Unsuccessfully so far, though.
That's terrible.
I could think of some other terrible things that I'd like to do to him.
And how can I help?
How can I get out of here?
Give me a mental save.
Mental save. At 12, and I needed a. What's my mental? 11. That's success.
You can leave at any time.
I can?
Oh, yeah.
How?
Oh, just out the front door. I don't know why you'd want to go back into the cold night. It's nice and warm here.
I understand. But there's something else I must do first.
Oh,
Indeed. Goodbye for now, Lord Baron.
oh,
We meet again in the future.
yes, I hope so.
I turn and I put my coat on and I walk out. It's too much.
You get to the door and you realize he is not far behind you, and his tentacles are out holding the door shut. Not so fast, my dear.
Yes.
I don't think you're in your right mind.
I seem to be the only one in my right mind here. I'm going to turn around back at the door.
Okay, so yeah, you're at the door and trying to open it, but his tentacles are out, pushing the door closed.
You said I could leave at any time. Let me.
Give me a talk roll.
Okay. What's my talk bonus? That's pretty high, if I recall it is. 12 total.
Oh, I guess I can't make you stay.
I wish you could.
And he moves his tentacles away from the door.
Open the door, and I consider it. I'm like, no, I have to save my crew here.
Yeah, you can hear lightning and it's raining really heavy.
Pull my coat up. Walk outside. Like that keys to my car there.
Yeah, you begin to walk outside. It gets very, very dark. And now you're walking in a hallway and it's not dark. It's like you're in like a metal room with one door and stairs that go up.
I look down at what I'm wearing.
What you were wearing you're not wearing the same outfit. I mean, you're
Okay.
wearing what you were before.
I'm back here.
Yep.
Yep. I checked. Do I have my mag rifle and demo packs?
Yep. You got all your stuff, except you got the yellow ambionic like fluid stuff sort of on you, but you realize it's mixed with some kind of inky black substance.
And okay, so behind me, I see the door I left through.
No,
No,
Mm-mm.
okay. I don't see anything behind me.
nope, just a door in front of you and some stairs that lead up.
I'm gonna head to the door, run to the door in front of me, and open it.
Okay. It is cold and damp, and there's stones. You can hear some people yelling, and you hear what sounds like electrical energy going off, like zzz, zzz.
I put my foot inside. Do I see my clothing change?
Nope.
Perfect. I go running inside and see what I can find. Aye,
Okay.
Corvold, can you hear me?
Yep. You hear Anne May running down the hallway.
Yep. Right
I'll just beat this back to this beastly woman.
Corvold, I don't think that was English. Can you repeat?
I'll just beat this beastly woman back. She's
That I
quite
can-
barbaric.
I go running in and see what horrors I'm about to encounter.
Yeah, you're like in a castle area. It's like a grand hall, and there is a woman in there, like in some kind of uniform with this. You can see she's like sparking with electricity. She's got some kind of metal spine thing attached to her.
Friends of yours?
Oh, someone else. come to take my my items away.
No, I'm just here to take these two away.
Oh, good. You can have them.
It's the best offer I've had all night.
She's
Come on, you two.
crazy.
That much is obvious. Come on, this isn't real. Let's go.
What?
There's a door right out this way. We can leave.
But she's got the spine of the Saracen on her.
She's
Yeah.
not real.
We have to contain it or she's gonna take over the world.
I try telling myself that every day. I was on an asteroid. And then I woke up covered in fluid.
Yeah, I've got the same problem.
Were you on an asteroid?
No, I had to endure a different type of horror. But anyway, we need to get going.
Yeah. That's fair. Come on, Nide. We'll lead the tentacle of Saracen. Or the spine of Saracen alone for now.
Yeah, that's for the best. Come on, Ide.
Fine, I guess, Claudia, we're just gonna leave. You can hang on to that till Artie gets here and you can deal with him.
Fine.
She thinks she won, but the paperwork's gonna kill her.
You turn back and run the way you came.
Yeah, back the way I came to get in here.
You hear her yell, "I have the power!" You can hear the electrical energy shooting through the hall, echoing, and you're running. You're expecting the door. There's no door. You just keep running and running and running till it's on stone, and then all of a sudden it sounds like metal,
Right
and then it
before
lights up, and then all of a sudden you're in a room.
right
And
before we cross that threshold, Ide's gonna turn back and yell, "You were always my favorite."
I'm just gonna pat Ide on the shoulder because I understand completely how he feels.
you're in a room. It looks like an observation room. It's tinged yellow, but you can see through it. It's like, and you can see your ship is like seriously damaged, like it's flying in the air. So you're watching it fly by in Sky City, seriously damaged. And it's coming closer, like it's going to make a pass, like right near the building.
Oh no, who's driving that thing? Is it
But it doesn't-
Derek?
But it doesn't look like it's going to hit the building.
No, but Derek's an idiot. He can't fly to save us. Oh, damn it. Come on, we have to find Niles. Niles, where are you? Yoo-hoo.
And the ship seems to be getting closer and closer. It's coming to pass by. Everybody give me a D6 roll.
I'd rather not. 3.
I'm terrified.
6.
2.
It's getting closer, and a door opens behind you, and a young kid comes out. Dane.
Hello there.
Hey, what are you doing in here? You need to leave.
How about you tell me where Niles is?
How about you fuck off?
Well, I tried to be nice. Let's blow off a leg. That'll be easy enough. And I'd like to blow his leg clean off.
Give me a attack roll.
Chance. 11 plus 7 is it plus 7? I think it's plus 7. Yep, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Yeah, fuck that left leg in particular. 12. 16 points of damage to his left leg.
Yeah, you
It's like Timmy, where he only has like one good leg, and you blow off the good one.
you like
Maybe
blast
for the-
his leg, like he crumples to the ground. He's like, my fucking leg. And then the door opens again, and it's a not middle-aged woman.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it is Quarta.
Where's Niles?
And she runs up. She's like, "What have you done to Dane?" And she grabs him and
Where's
like tries
Niles?
to grab him and hold him. He's like, He's at the top floor. What do you want? Don't hurt him.
No, I don't intend to hurt I need to hurt Niles. Actually, I intend to kill him.
She's like, good. Just let us leave.
Certainly. And I'll throw a Lazarus patch to them in case anything goes wrong.
And then she's like, she begins to point like behind you. She's like, are you going to do something about that? And then as you turn around, you see that your ship has sort of, its trajectory now is like right towards the building.
You know, I hate Derek more and more with each passing day, and I never liked him to begin with.
Pull up, you freaking idiots. We're in here. God, I hope there don't come.
Turn left, Derek. Turn left. Kyle, if he doesn't turn left, punch him like you punched the wall. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. It's not my problem if they hit or not. Like, what am I gonna do? It's a fucking ship.
And we're either get to Niles or we're gonna die with him.
This may be it. It was a good run.
If we die, we die like
Forward.
men.
Top floor, Corvald. Now let's go.
Let's go. Teleport.
I've never been there before.
Just
What's
guess.
the top
at it.
floor look like? Well, the top floor is right below the roof, so teleport us to the roof.
I've never been there before.
Do you know what a roof looks like? We saw the
I don't-
overhead view with the cameras.
Can Corval teleport to the roof?
Yeah, you could teleport there.
I don't remember all the teleport rules in this game.
I'd have to relook them up. It's been a long time.
I'm just throwing shit out, hoping it works.
For teleport, like for personnel apportation, you have to either occupied it before, or you can see with unaided, or that can be seen with unaided vision.
Oh.
Okay. No, we're not teleporting. The stairs.
When you like level up more, you can kind of circumvent that, but
Yeah.
not at level 3.
Not quite helm of teleportation where we can just roll the dice and hope for the best yet.
Nope.
Yeah. Or the belt of misdirection.
Head deeper inside and then start making our way to the top floor. I guess we're taking the stairs because I don't trust an elevator if we get hit by a ship.
Oh, just jump on my robot carcass.
Okay.
No, you
Well, let's run.
You don't have that. Do you still have that?
I don't know.
Did it disappear when he entered?
That's a good question. Did it come with me through the purple or the yellow goop?
Do you want it to have come with you?
Absolutely. That was
Okay.
my way of not having to walk after being blown to hell.
That was his
Okay,
only
yeah.
friend.
Yep. So you're just gonna go through this door that the two came out of?
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave Dane as you see his leg is repairing itself. And she is like holding him, like shielding you so you don't like attack him again.
Nano machine, son.
Just
He
think
gives
we'll
you go to hell stare. You open the door and it's like a metal hallway. You begin to run down, you go up some stairs and come to another door.
Check the door.
The door is open.
I'm surprised you didn't just blow it up.
I'm trying to be peaceful in this.
Yeah.
Open door.
You begin to open a door. It's another hallway.
I knew it. It's always the damn hallways dragging me back in.
Mm-hmm.
Head down the hallway towards more stairs if I can find them.
So you're running down the hallway. You can feel a boom, like the whole building shake. Everybody roll D6.
Okay, it wasn't me, everyone. 5.
It was your ship. You're responsible.
I had no part in this, willingly at least.
4.
You handed over our ship to someone who claimed to be your friend, and now they're ramming into us.
Well,
What was
apparently I have no friends.
5, 4? What was the other one?
6.
So you feel, and then you feel kind of another shake, and then everything lights up, and you're in a room, and the ship, you remember your ship, is like sticking halfway into the building and like teetering. And the front windshield or whatever is like smashed. And Paul Anka is standing there, like hanging on to it. And the tour manager is like holding on to Paul as the ship is like doing this. And ahead of you is a platform that's like slowly going up. It's like,
Jump to us, you two, as Odd takes off toward the platform.
Yep, head to the platform. Cornford, can you teleport those two?
I got him. And Hervold's gonna teleport to them
okay.
and try to help move them, and like if they're not budging, or not budging, but like he's gonna try to not use teleportation to like pull them over into the building.
Okay.
Otherwise, if he starts failing, then he'll teleport them back to where everyone else is at.
All right. So you're gonna are you teleporting over there, or are you gonna climb over onto the ship?
I'm gonna teleport. Are they like the ship is hanging off the building?
Yeah, like the front end of the ship is like in the building, and the ass end is sticking down. It's doing this thing like it's about to fall out.
Gotcha. So yeah, I guess in that case, I guess I was imagining where like it was stuck in, but like Paul and the tour manager were like on the very edge, like holding Paul from like falling. In that case, Cornwall will teleport onto the ship.
Okay.
And then use burden apportation to get them, and if there's anyone else on the bridge, into the building.
Okay. So you teleport on there, and Paul and the tour manager look, injured, and the tour manager's holding on to Paul, and Paul's holding on to his stereo, his microphone and his gear, and Adana is in there, and there's fires, and like it's like the whole scene, everything's falling down. And you teleport back, and the ship just slides off and sort of disappears.
I think the platform goes to Niles. Jump on it.
And yeah, you guys are on some sort of elevator that's going all the way. It looks like to the top of the building.
Not sure why they have Love in the Elevator as the elevator music, but okay. Down the elevator.
It fell over. Just like the ship.
Odds just holding.
Yeah, it was thematic. Space time falls behind.
Odds just holding his invisible telekinetic gun from him, going, soon we'll get Niles. And stroking the barrel.
Torvald's going to check to make sure that Paul is okay, and tour manager.
Yeah, he's there. Oh, and you can see when you now when you're like checking them, you see that they're covered in some kind of yellow liquid.
Has anyone else ever noticed that you never see Niles and Paul Anka in the same room together?
Dun dun dun.
Did you guys see Claudia? You got the yellow stuff on too.
No, I saw Claudia.
I know you saw Claudia. She was awesome, wasn't she?
I don't know about that. I mean, she was shooting lightning everywhere, and
It was awesome.
it was pretty cool.
And then the tour manager's like, go on, take care of what you got to take care of. Maybe we can salvage this gig. Don't worry, Paul. He looks down at his battered equipment.
Believe in yourself, Paul. no matter what.
So you all get on the escalator, the elevator, the platform.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The escalator powers down. We're trapped on an escalator for 6 hours.
Yeah. Corval, give me an exert roll.
Do a cobalt. Bad things are going to happen.
If you fail, you're gonna get drug off to Sophia's room.
7.
Yeah, so you run, you're a little bit behind, you jump on to, because they were on the platform, you get on, climb on there. You realize that your bathrobe is, after all that stuff, it looks pristine.
I'm so glad that Rose bequeathed to me this beautiful gift. This really is the most comfortable and indestructible material I've ever worn.
I thought you said Charlie gave you that.
Oh, was it? Ah,
It was your story. You're the one who told us.
well, it was one of them. It was a long time ago.
It was
It
like
was at
2 weeks,
least.
2 weeks at least.
Josh, give me a D4 roll.
I don't think I will actually. 2.
The platform stops and then it proceeds to go up, and it like right through this yellow kind of goop fluid.
You.
And now you're in a room that's like, it's got all this yellow fluid in it, but it doesn't, it's not like being in gel, but it's a weird sensation. And in the back corner of the room is a very emaciated, sickly looking man with all these tubes stuck to him, like going everywhere, and he's just kind of like floating in it.
It must be Niles.
I'm going to start.
Get him at the sauce.
I'm going to start walking towards him. Hello, Niles.
Oh, well, this is, I see you've all arrived.
I'm gonna shoot at him.
In the nick of time. Go ahead, give me an attack roll.
Remember the rose.
18.
That's definitely a hit.
Rosebud.
Oh yeah, definitely using the fire on his ass. For a whopping 5 telekinetic damage and 2 fire damage. I imagine I'd just go ahead and do that while Anme's trying to talk to him. As
So
if it's just nothing, just nonchalantly blasting him.
yeah, you're blasting him, and pieces of him are just kind of like disintegrating away. The fire's like burning these hoses or tubes, and they're just kind of like, once they come off, they retract and like vanish. Oh, I guess I deserve that one.
I'd's not saying a word to him.
You're damn right you deserve it. You
I wanna
brought
get-
yourself. You brought this upon yourself, Niles.
How's he suspended here?
He's just suspended by these tubes.
Okay. I'd like to start ripping the tubes out of him.
All right. You don't have to make a roll. You can just tear them right out. Once you tear them out, they just kind of like come right out of your hand and vanish into nothing. Jason, give me a D4 roll.
Ruh-roh.
You, Jason.
That's a 4.
So you're ripping tubes out. What are you doing, Corval?
Does it look like there's any sort of like machines or like anything that's powering all this, or it's all
No, it just looks like some sort of weird yellowish, like it's almost like you're in water, but it doesn't feel like water.
like we're standing in it?
Yeah, like you're like it would be like in a pool of like yellow liquid, but it doesn't, when you move your hand, it doesn't feel like you're moving it. There's not that resistance.
Gotcha.
Limit-
Okay. Corval's just going to say, use the opportunity to try to get a little bit more out of Niles. Do you have any last words?
I can't say that I do. If your intent is to kill me, it shouldn't be that difficult. If your
Why
intent
else
is to
would we come
save
here?
Agraria, then that's a different story.
What do you mean?
Corval, give me a D4 roll.
4.
Very soon, Corvald, this Sky City will fail due to the damage in the node. It will crash into the planet and kill everyone on Agraria. However, if you alter your course of action right now, I may be able to assist you in preventing this from happening.
So if we kill you, the whole planet dies?
There's a good chance that this city will crash to Agraria and kill all of them.
A chance, Odd fires again.
And how will you save the place? How will you stop it from falling?
You've seen the power that I have here.
The power of illusion, yes,
Oh,
but not reality.
oh, it's very much reality.
Explain yourself.
I will become the stabilizing force that the city needs.
Stabilizing. What are you talking about? How is the node?
I will replace the node.
And how will you replace a node?
I will transform.
Transform? How will you do that?
I will use my place here in this fluid as the stabilizing force. I will focus on keeping the city afloat.
What did the node do?
The node stabilized the Sky City and all the various smaller drones. Some of the others could work on their own independently, but that caused catastrophic events. I'm willing to sacrifice myself and be that node.
Sacrifice yourself. You'll become the ruler of the entire city
No,
and planet. Hardly what I
Yes,
call
you
a
want it.
sacrifice.
Yes, you will. No, the planets will not have any choice but to yield to your demands if you hold the key to their destruction. Is it better to live and be subjugated or to die free? I've always preferred just living free.
Gonna rip more tubes out of him until he is no longer suspended and he's on the floor.
okay. Give me a D4 roll.
Before all, I can do that.
4. Jeez.
Okay. You hear the whole building shake. And he collapsed to the ground in a thud. You can hear like bones breaking and snapping.
Oh, that sounds painful.
I hope it
Oh, slightly.
Only slightly. What all is Niles like still got? Arms, legs?
I mean, he's got arms and but they're like twigs, you know, and you can see that his skin is some kind of black charcoal. And like when he moves his arm, it like leaves a like stain in the yellow.
Rose, can you hear us?
And the yellow fluid just kind of begins to drain out of the room. And it's gone in an instant. And Rose appears And Charlie.
Hello there.
Oh. Jesus, I couldn't arrive and show up in that disgusting fluid.
I understand. He claims that he alone can save the city and stop the planet from dying.
Yes. That's what he
Is that
says.
true?
I think he's lying, and Odd's gonna shoot one of his arms off.
Now be gentle-eyed.
He doesn't need both arms.
I believe he can. He would be a prisoner, though.
He would control the city to his whims and those underneath him.
No, he would just keep it functional. He would just keep it in the sky. Everything else can be reprogrammed from somewhere else.
And we teleport the city away to a desolate location so that it won't affect anyone.
That kind of event would be very noticeable among my peers. Something I probably shouldn't get involved in.
Why is that?
Because I'm not supposed to get involved with the affairs of humanoids.
You seem to be quite involved right now.
Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah, I understand the irony.
So you're saying we can't kill this piece of shit?
I'm saying that he deserves it. Everything he's done, he deserves to be destroyed. But there may come at a cost. The city may, as he says, just collapse and crash into Agraria.
Well, we can't have that.
Does it have to be him that becomes the node thing?
I mean, who else would want to sacrifice themselves? And
We got that Saab 900 or something like that.
Oh, you wouldn't want to put him in.
His
He'd always
powers
require
are great.
maintenance.
The city will fall out of the sky.
Yes, that would not be a good
Right. There is one who wants this. There is one who will accept this responsibility. Because it's the most depressing thing imaginable.
she says, go on.
I'd your brother.
You know, he might. You're right. He might just do it. Dark, alone, down in that little hole.
He'll get to write his own poetry and everyone will have to listen to it.
That sounds right up his alley.
We have to get him in.
Charlie can go after him.
Bring us Carlton. Look for a homeless man with a ton of money.
All right. Charlie's like, oh, well, okay. He vanishes.
And as for you. She gets the most evil grin on her face.
Ooh, how about a leg next? And I'd fires into one of his legs.
Yeah, you blast it, like blows apart and like just leaves like a black stain on the floor.
You guys have no idea how fun this is. You should try
Oh, I'm about to.
it.
And Anne May is going to stomp him into little pieces underneath her foot until there is nothing left but a bloody pulp on the floor.
You're not gonna let Corvold in on any of the fun?
This is personal for Anne. So many levels. And she was going to stomp and keep stomping until there was nothing there except a black, bloody stain.
Yeah, there's no blood. It's like like burnt wood or like charcoal. It's just like you're just like stomping and it's just basically like a black stain mark on the floor.
And she's going to start from the bottom and slowly work her way up until she reaches the head. So he feels every minute of it.
Corval, what are you doing as this is going on?
He's watching, he's looking at Ide and Anne May just both stomping and shooting this like more or less incapacitated Niles. He's like overcome with a sense of sadness. And for all the anger that he had going into this yellow fluid, it seems to have been washed away. And he's not moving to stop them, but he just looks upon the form of Niles with pity. So he's just kind of like sitting there pondering and just letting them do their thing, but he's not partaking.
Charlie returns with Carlton, who seems rather excited, like the potential of what he has to do.
Oh, brother, you're here.
Yeah.
Listen, it seems like you're really destined to be this planet's savior.
That's what they say.
It's gonna be the things of poetry. Just do me a favor and try not to start too many riots this time.
No, there'll be no riots.
And maybe we can get some kind of like user interface and I can come and visit from now and then.
Yeah, I guess if you want to.
Maybe.
Not particularly.
Might be asking too much. Try to put like a greeting software in there or something. I don't know. We got to save the city though. I mean that guy there on the floor, he clearly is no longer an option.
What? Oh, that was a person?
You remember Niles?
Yeah. Well, looks like he got lucky. Looks like he got lucky.
Tried to maroon us in space and let the Sisters of Karma kill us. You remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
He's all over Anne's shoes.
I'll throw them out later.
Oh great! Now we'll have to go shopping. Look what you get out of.
Charlie walks him down the stairs. Now the building sort of is just like a winding staircase out into the street to his new home just below the surface. And as you can see, the buildings are damaged. The ship, when you look, you see that the ship is still flying around. Your ship is still flying in the air.
Wow, and you actually bought a well-built ship this time.
We paid top dollar for it. I'd hope so.
Very slowly, things start to repair themselves, and you can feel the whole city just kind of like turn, like level itself off, move. And Rose is still there, and she's like, so Corval.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, sorry. I was lost in my thoughts. What is it that you want, Rose?
My co-stars apparently I spoke with me. I heard that they've been visiting you.
They have. They are quite jealous of you, you know.
Well, of course they are, because I'm the star.
They seem to be trying to get just what little attention they can get. But they do seem like lovely people. And I have promised
a group sex scene, and I'm a man of my word.
That's one hell of a punishment you have there, Corvald.
So she's talking to you, and you see like the drones and stuff repairing them still as they start flying up, like the buildings are repairing. And she looks at you. She's like, yes, you did. I see that you did not partake in what the others did. I don't blame them.
I don't either. In fact,
Well-
I wanted to, but after seeing Niles in his true state, pre being dirt marks on the floor,
Yes.
I feel like life dealt him enough of a blow.
Yes, I'm just glad you saved your energy because, well, you're gonna need it. And she turns and a door like appears out of nowhere. And Charlie walks over and opens it. And beyond the door, you can see the three other co-stars in their various attire. You can use your imagination. And Charlie says, let's go, Niall. Let's go, Corvald. And Rose walks in, and Charlie just kind of grabs her up by the arm as you walk through the door, and he's like, I need to go over some ground rules with you. And the door closes.
You're welcome on my ship anytime, Corvald.
So you guys are on the planet, and the ship lands, and Corvald vanishes beyond the door. And all the machines stop for a second. And you see that they're receiving some kind of message, and you hear them say, I am the Lizard King.
I can do anything.
Oh no. I'm gonna go up to where Carlton is. Can I see him?
Yeah, you see him.
Can I approach him? Is he physically there and everything?
Yeah, he's physically there. He's like suspended in the air with all these like little wires and things sticking to him.
I'm gonna walk up to him, put my hand on his face and say, I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you.
He's like, more?
Yes, I failed you.
This is the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Then I'm glad to hear it. Are you happy?
He's like, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, you got plenty of space in there for all your poems and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Lots of memory on that core.
plenty of space to send it out into the world.
I'm sure the outcasts would be thrilled. Remember how much they loved your material.
Perfect.
Hey, you could probably end the feud if you just invite those guys back and tell them they don't have to like dig up ancient people and stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
But does he want to end the feud?
Probably not. He probably wants to start another riot and play both sides.
No, I don't want to do that anymore.
That's all. That's a old school. That's too mainstream now.
Yeah, everybody's doing that.
Yeah, everyone's starting riots now. I'm gonna do my own thing.
You hear the drones pass by.
I am the Lizard King. I can do anything.
Is that all they say now?
Oh, that's just the beginning.
Oh my.
Oh, another poem already, huh?
Adana comes over to you with Dane and Quarta, presumably looking for a ride somewhere on your ship.
Where you all headed?
Anywhere but here.
I can accommodate that. Come on board. Let's get out of here.
All right.
I'm just
Get
gonna
towards the ship.
leave this here for you to remember me by, Carlton, and I'll just drop what's left of the brick of heroin on the floor.
Oh, he might need that. That's a good point. Come on, I need to go clothing shopping.
Oh shit, I better go make room in the cargo bay.
Thinking I might switch to something a little more business oriented. Probably time for me to retire a flight suit.
Oh, we're gonna get a new pilot? Can we get one that doesn't crash all the time?
Not Derek. That's all I know.
There was no Derek on the ship when it got here.
Oh, where the fuck is Derek? Oh, I don't know anymore.
He wasn't flying the ship is where he was.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. That's why I crashed. Damn it, Derek.
That tracks.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need more, more crew. They probably crashed because there was one person. Well, one person that was trying to fly the ship, and then
Well, it doesn't look like the ship took any damage, like it crashed.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, what?
Niall's last gift to us, most likely.
Oh, you mean he faked the ship crashing?
Or he might have gone ahead and went back in time and stopped it from crashing.
While you were stomping him? I doubt it.
Yeah, beforehand.
Maybe Carlton did it. Maybe he can mess with time now. We need to get out of here.
Oh God, I hope not. Let's go.
Get on the ship and leave Sky City
Yep.
as it is repairing itself, and all the drones are repeating the line. I am the Lizard King.
I can do anything.
And you begin to fly away and hit the spike drive and jump into metadimensional space. And in that time, it feels only a couple seconds pass as you jump to another system.
Pick up my crew.
And in that time, as you jump, and then only for a few seconds, you are in another system in space. You've left the grist system, and for a second, you realize there's something in your hand, and you look down. It's the bag that has that spine in it.
Oh dear.
What?
Nothing. And I tucks it away to take and hide later.
And then Anne May, as you have coming out of the metadimensional space, it's like, what is that? It feels wet and slimy on your neck, like a tentacle. And you turn and look, and then in the back, sitting in a seat, is Derek, and he just winks at you.
Oh my.
And we can stop right there.
Can't let Anne May find out about the spine.
I've seen enough Pokemon to know where this is going.
I have all the power.
Why did we give the Lizard King this much power? Oh dear.
So
Well,
the city collapsing was on. So the D8 rolls was on a 1. I'd move to a D6, and on a 1, I moved to a D4. You never rolled a 1 out of all those rolls. So it would that would have just made the city falling apart like more paramount. But
Yep.
that
We
was
just
kind of funny.
Really lucky.
Yeah.
God, we all got 4s at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well built city.
Yeah.
We built this city.
And I wanted to give you that decision whether to destroy Niles or save Sky City, but you did come up with an alternate answer, which was perfectly fine, which is like, that's the whole point.
There was one thing Anime knew for sure, is that Niles had to die.
Yeah.
Dr. Chrono, whatever the fuck his name was too dangerous if he could control time.
Yeah, I didn't see any world where Anime was gonna let him live no matter what I tried to do, so I started looking for alternatives.
She was hell-bent for vengeance by then.
I really thought we might be able to plug the VI from the truck in and just keep the city up.
I considered that, but I'm like, that really wouldn't work because there's only one person who wants to be plugged into something right now. And he's very depressed that he's not.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good answer. I thought either one of you would do that.
I considered it. I really did consider it, but I'm like, Anme's really not the type to sacrifice herself to save anyone if he doesn't have to.
I don't feel like I would have thought he had the ability to do what needed to be done.
Yeah. I mean, that was the first thing that came into my mind is, okay, I'll have Anme do it. And I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense for her character, though.
Yeah,
She cares about her crew and those under her. She doesn't care about these people at all.
I would have thought of telekinesis and been like, I can't hold the city up. Someone else is going to have to do it.
Yep.
It's just too heavy.
Overall, this game was kind of a challenge.
We kept losing players.
Yeah, it was kind of a challenge because in the beginning we were set in a certain path, and then certain people dropped out, and then it was kind of like trying to get in a certain direction, and then at a certain point I was like, I just have to try to keep it interesting. And every time I listen to the intro, because I'm doing the videos all the time, the intro music makes me think of Doctor Who every time I listen to it. So I started watching old Doctor Who clips. So that was kind of the feel I was trying to go for at the very, like the last however many sessions it was, just trying to be in that vein. And I even brought in like the Daleks or whatever, I think at one point, exterminate. That was,
Yep.
I mean, you guys did a great job keeping things moving, and it's a lot of pressure on, the less players you have to keep the story going and keep everything moving.
Well, it became a lot more difficult when we lost all of our combat characters.
I just want to know when the prologue comes out. I want to find out how Corvald fared.
Oh God, Corvald's living his best life.
Yeah, I hope that wasn't too awkward. I was like,
no, it wasn't.
I
It was no. I was like, I'm going to use a hustle point.
Yeah,
for what it truly is, a hustle point.
Yeah, that was perfect. So the two mental saves that you made, if you had made them, you would have gotten a power from them. But you didn't make them, like from Sophia and Blanche, and it was a roll to see if Blanche or Dorothy would show up.
Gotcha.
Show up.
Man, that's a shame. Well, hopefully he gets some power. He gets redemption in the prologue.
Yeah, I was really trying to think, okay, how would Anme want to end this? And it's like, she's probably going to be sick and tired of all this crap and just like, I want money. I don't want to do this anymore.
Corvald's going to come back after like 6 or 8 months and be like, I'm the Avatar. I've mastered all 4 elements.
And
wind.
And you wouldn't believe the trials that I had to do.
I'm the real survivor man.
Me, I'm the survivor man now.
Yeah, that was cool. I could definitely see Corvald like just joining that retinue and being like, being like Charlie, but like, that kind of floating around.
Good morning. Good morning, Corvald. Good morning, angels. I think Corvald's the only one who got the official good ending in the campaign.
You're saying do good? We smashed Niles and shot him full of holes. That's got to count for something.
Yeah.
I mean, morally good ending.
Oh.
That pesky word moral, isn't it? It always gets you.
Yeah, I always preferred, ethics.
I know.
So much more personal. Doesn't care what society has to say about anything. It's my own rules, damn it.
I liked kind of the deity aspect that we rolled with the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. Yeah, it was fun to have the option also to like, having like the D4 to like hit for extra damage or for like damage reduction. It was pretty nice. Since there aren't that many hit points.
Yeah.
Sometimes they hit pretty hard.
Yeah. And the reason those things got destroyed is because you did more hit points than they had, and you did the fire, and the fire instantly killed them.
Yeah.
Because since they were at 0.
Now those things are always scary as hell.
Yeah, and I couldn't roll worth a shit.
Oh God, your rolls tonight.
Terrible. I think I had like 4 or 5 ones.
Yeah, something
It's
ridiculous.
a good thing you couldn't roll worth of shit. That session would have ended like an hour and a half sooner. Well, that's it, folks. Niles wins, and Sindum's coming back.
Who was that guy who flew down whose rod I blew up?
He's just one of the Sky City people. He showed up in one of the very first sessions when Jilso Sirik showed up. I think I blinded eyed the last time he showed up.
Yeah, you blinded eyed
Yep.
last time as well. And I was trying to think, do we know this guy from somewhere? Because I've seen that staff before.
No.
Nope.
No, we didn't see the staff last time. It was just some kind of like really bright light. Probably came from the staff, but we didn't see it.
We didn't see
Yeah.
the actual staff. We just know that was the light.
And we know we shot a lot of robots and nobody died, and we almost all died.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was kind of bad news, Bears.
Yeah, I liked I thought that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
so.
One thing that I felt like it was like after we left the world, like Agraria. After we left that, like I was trying to figure out why we would go back.
Yeah.
Because we're supposed
You
to.
know.
We were told to by Rose.
Yeah, like that was like the main hook. Was like, well, Rose wants us to go back because like for some reason she cares about these people.
Yeah.
But it was like kind of nice being like learning more like, oh, like this is actually the center of some operation rather than just like the barren wasteland that it was when
Mhm.
we arrived.
Yeah.
that I'd spent 2/3 of the campaign desperately wanting to blow up that entire world.
I don't blame him. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, we found an alternative that helped everyone.
Well, maybe not everyone. I'm not sure we helped Carlton.
Honestly, with Carlton's incredible depression that he wound up having, we probably did.
But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much hanging in there, showing up every Thursday to play, spending your
Yeah,
time.
thanks
It means a lot.
Thank you,
Thank you
Pete.
for hosting.
Always a good time.
Good.
I'll
All right.
talk to you later. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
All right.